Do you like your chin scratched? Yes, you do, Princess Tilly Beans. Oh, what's poppin'? I'll do it again. I wasn't ready. What's poppin', losers? It's me, Dabchick. Firstly, everyone whining that there isn't enough Dabchick videos should go follow us on Instagram. We've been pumping out the musical skits like frickin' Beelio. Secondly, everyone go watch Phil's video from last week on this channel. He interviewed a doctor for like 20 minutes and didn't forget her name even once. It's a freaking miracle. Finally, this video is sponsored by KiwiCo, so more about them now, actually. KiwiCo makes these really neat little products which are designed to introduce kids to STEAM, which sounds quite dangerous because STEAM can be rather hot. But in this context, STEAM means science, technology, engineering, art, and maths. They could have also gone with meets, or teams, or ASMET. What are we doing again? KiwiCo believes that small lessons today can mean big, world-changing ideas tomorrow, and the crates themselves cover a wide variety of topics from month to month. It comes with all the bits, so you don't need to go running anywhere to get supplies. We got a robot, and a ukulele, so we'll do the rest of the advert in song. KiwiCo crates give kids hours of fun and tricks them into getting some learning done. So give the link in the description a little click and get 50% off any crate by going to kiwico.com/stabchick. Sorry, that was awful. KiwiCo's mission is to empower kids not just to make a project, but to make a difference. To make a difference. Well, that's all from me, so the quality's all downhill from here, folks. Oh, look, he didn't even bother changing out of his pajama bottoms.
Whoa, okay. Hey folks, this is Barnaby Dixon here, and this is a horrible device. I hate this device. I built this about 8 years ago. It was at a time when I was first playing around with kind of experimental puppetry. A few different projects came out of this time. Some you might be aware of and some are a little bit more obscure. This is actually most similar to the device that I showed you about a year ago, where I had that roll cage with a tank of gel inside. It's a very similar concept. Basically, you'd have a camera on the outside aiming in. You'd put objects inside the device, close it up, and then shake the device, roll it, that kind of thing, and it would look like the objects inside are bouncing and moving around of their own accord. I have loads of test footage actually, so I'll show you this as I talk. So the project itself was a music video for a band that I liked. I approached them about doing it for free. I figured it would be good portfolio stuff and help me find some more paid work. I worked on this thing for a few months, incorporating loads of disjointed elements, and the thing really just started to get messy. I was giving the band regular email updates, and at a certain point they stopped responding. I think my desperation was starting to show. At one point, I nearly set my room on fire. Silicon is heat resistant apparently, but only to a point. So I was using it to redirect some sparks from a mini firework, and that went about as well as you imagine it might have.
Jesus. Whoa.
I did get some good footage out of it though. And I also did from this mouse that wandered in when I was filming. I didn't want to traumatize it too much, so I slowly rolled the cage around so it could jump from one side to the other. It was a fairly minimal drop for a mouse, and I rewarded him with breakfast cereals afterwards. So since I can't use the original audio from the video, I overdubbed it with something simple that I did on the OPZ. In many ways, this project was a failure because it really didn't go anywhere, but I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't tried. Creative pursuits, I think, are like anything else. Mistakes are bound to be made, but you don't want to ignore those mistakes, but you don't want to kind of beat yourself up too much about them either. So finding some kind of happy middle ground where you can analyze what went wrong and bring those experiences and that knowledge forward into the next project is probably the healthiest way to go. And I think I was able to do that with this one. Anyway, here's the footage. realise I didn't really adequately explain why I hate this object so much. The footage is quite fun, even though the project was a little bit of a failure. The reason I hate this so much is because this has given me more stubbed toes in the last 8 years than I could even count. That actually hurt a bit as well.